So wonderful. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to our Forex Morning Call. It's August. It's the 2nd of August, 2022. And I'm really happy that we can talk today and together to each other this morning again about the markets, about some developments, our trading ideas, our running trades. And of course, I want to ask your questions as much as it possible. And let me say good morning to my guys on Traders Yard. And of course, here on YouTube also, Petya, good morning, Arel, Alexandro. I'm really happy and I'm really grateful that you spend your precious lifetime with me here almost every morning. Okay, I hope you're doing good. You had a great start into this lovely, I'm afraid, next hot day. And yeah, but it's a really cool summer. We should be grateful for this. Yeah, before we come to our trades, of course, we have to talk about the risk disclosure. Trading with stocks and financial assets can expose your capital to substantial risks, possibly even beyond the capital you have invested. Trading is not suitable for everyone. Investment successes as well as profits from the past do not guarantee success in the future. Doreen, good morning. So, you know, you're responsible for your own trading right away. Okay, so what do we expect today? To be honest, it's a really calm day on the economy side. The only point was this morning, the interest rate decision of the Royal Bank of Australia. It came out what the market was expecting. Previous one was 135. Market expects a rise, increasing decision of 50 points, and now we have a 1.85. So that's all. Nothing on the list, nothing on schedule for today, which means we can be focused on our trades. And we want to start, of course, with our view at the DAX 15 minutes, DAX 40, 15 minutes. First of all, where we are, you can see most important information. The point of control, which means the fairest price, the fair price, the average price. In 15 minutes is around about 3 months ago. It's still at 13,163 euros by one future contract. So actually the market is fighting with the point of high. We came from the expensive price zone, and literally we are going back to the point of control. But you can see there is a similar volume zone at 13,487 euros by one future contract. So that means if the price is possible to remain in this area, it could be possible that the point of control will switch to this side, and I will make in a pre-rectangle in case that you remember tomorrow, in case if this could happen, that you know I mentioned it today. If not, if the price is going down, then I guess we can expect that the price will go back to the point of control. Tomasz, Mihai, good morning here on YouTube. Nice to have you here. So what's about the trends in 15 minutes? Yeah, and the trend is the short I was supposing yesterday morning was not happening. It was not a trade. So there was a trade on the upper side from the second trend arm. It was enough to trail the stop into the profit. So that was not a loser yesterday. If you work with a proper trade management, then you know when you have a hit, then it makes no sense that you have a loss. It was a kind of zero, but it was, of course, not a loss. So then on the short side, you had yesterday in the evening a bit, yeah, round about here, a new trading chance to go short. And that means, yeah, the stop loss right now could be especially in profit, yeah, here, that you cannot lose money anymore. And now let's see if the trend will continue or you get out, whatever. But this is how you can trade with trend following system. It's one kind of working style. Dory, good morning, also here on YouTube. In my trading family, my DowHow family, we go much more deeper based on the course and the logic course and the logic education. And there we have a specific trade management. But here in this free webinar, you have to figure out what is your own working style for this. Okay, let's come to the focus charts. And I'm waiting. If you have any questions, of course, you can type it into the chat box. So let's come to the higher time frames. It's 4-hourly chart. And as you know, based on my own trade management, and I have to react about the last drawdown phase, that I have to go back to that what I really can. And this is a mix between 4-hourly chart and daily chart to have an absolutely stress-less trade management and stress-less trading. The moment you feel this kind of stress in your trading is the moment you start to making mistakes and misdeeds. And this is not the way you can become successful long run. And therefore I had to make these changes. So DAX 40 4-hourly chart, I got my money here because now I'm in the third trend arm. I got the money. It was beautiful. And I guess with this wonderful profit, I erased the loss from this one here. So now I have great trades in DAX 40. So, and actually I'm waiting now for the next balance candle to open the next trade to speculate on a trend continuation, because the point of control in 4-hourly chart is, where is it? Oh, not here. Let's figure it out. Where is the point of control? It's high. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Point of control is 15,725. So let's delete this indicator because MetaTrader is not able to have this indicator to open in too many trades or products. Okay, so actually, yeah, that means it was a profitable trade, and now I'm waiting for the next re-entry. Dow Jones. In the fifth trend arm, there was no trend continuation. Going back, yeah, that was a little bit stupid. My point was the perfect entry was normally here, but that was not possible because it was the rate decision, and I never opened a trade close to a rate decision because that's kind of gambling, and we can you know, it's a game of mathematics in trading, and gambling doesn't gambling is not mathematics. So I don't care. I will get my next chance, by the way. Bitcoin. Now in Bitcoin, we have two trades. Oh, we have two trends, sorry. The first one is the uptrend. Here we are in the still in the third trend arm because we have fake breakouts. And now on the right side, the correction is running in its own trend. And that means we have to act on both sides. When they will show up the next balance candle, I will open along, and then let's see what happens next. I cannot predict. I've just followed. And it makes no sense to analyze. Analyzing means you try to explain what is there already. But analyzing is not a mathematic edge. Think about it. Analyzing is not a mathematic edge. Analyzing means it's just an explanation of what you see. Okay, like I like it or I don't like it. It's analyzing. It's just scanning. Yeah, it's analyzing. So you go to the street and you analyze the situation. It means it's an explanation of a current situation. But an analysis is never a mathematic edge. Be careful with this. People all around in all webinars, they make analyzing, they make analyses. So because it's easier to make an analysis, to explain what is there, to explain higher time frames, weekly, daily, hourly, whatever there is, but it's completely different to make a trade. And if you want to become successful in a zero-sum game, then you need a mathematic edge, which means it's much higher than 50%. And for that, you don't need an analysis. To have a mathematic edge, you need a strategy. A strategy means you have fixed rules. Where is my entry and where is my exit? And both entry and exit must be based on mathematic rules, which you can test in the back or in the present, whatever. Yeah, just back or present, you cannot test in the future right away, of course. So that's the point. So if you watch webinars from colleagues or whatever, then you will see most of them make just kind of analyzing, because it's much easier to explain what you see. And then you can say, yeah, maybe we could make this, or maybe we could make this. But guys, with this kind of conjunctive, with this kind of could and maybe and we should, you cannot make money. You make money with buying and selling. And with buying and selling, you need fixed rules. So keep this in your mind. So therefore, it makes no sense to make an analysis. It makes no sense to predict the future. It makes much more sense to follow what you see. So what do we see here right now? Yeah, we see two trends. The main trend is facing upwards, and it's in the third trend arm. Yeah, there was no trend continuation. The price came back, and now we have the second chance to open the trade in the trend arm number 3. So that means we have to wait until the next balance candle, and then we can set a pending order. So, and then let's see if the price is going up, it's fine. But then we have to be aware that there is a current downtrend also. And this is a fact. It's not an analysis. It's not an explanation. It's just a fact I can read in the chart. Or you can listen to the chart. Chart says to you, listen, my guy, listen, boy, listen, buddy. We have two trends, yeah? And you have to trade two trends if the signals are there, because you will never know which trend will continue finally. So therefore, you must be prepared. So this is just if you are a trend follower. If you trade any other strategies, then you have to figure out what you want to do. But please, again, let me point this out again. Trading, not investing. Trading, the pure trading is a zero-sum game. It's a clear logical, it's a logical point. Why is it? For example, you want to buy Bitcoin, then you need someone who sells US dollar. If you want to buy Bitcoin and there is no one selling US dollar, you get no Bitcoins. Or for example, if you want to buy Bitcoin in real, so a clear physical coin, and there is no one to sell you some coins, you cannot buy. So I compare it if you go to the grocery and you go with your intention to the grocery. Today, I want to have strawberries. I want to buy strawberries today. And you go to the grocery and you go to the store and you go through the store. No one strawberry. Nowhere strawberries. And you ask the salespeople, where are my strawberries? And they say it's out. So what do you do right now? Yeah. Will you burn the grocery or the store? Will you burn down the store because you don't get any strawberries right now? No, you say, oh, that's bad for me today. I don't get strawberries. So maybe you can go to another store. Yes, but in this store, you don't get any strawberries. So it's a zero-sum game. If you want strawberries, then you need someone who will sell you strawberries. If there are no strawberries, you cannot buy someone. And in trading, it's exactly the same. If you want to buy something, you need sellers on the other side. And if there is no one to sell, you cannot buy something. So, but if you buy two coins, and there is another side on the other side who sells 2 coins. Who has the coin? You. And the other one, no, not more, not anymore. So it's a zero-sum game. You 2, 0 on the other side. It's a zero-sum game. Yeah. So, and that means we are talking about mathematics in trading, not about analysis or fundamental data or whatever there is. We're talking about mathematics. And if you want to win in this mathematic game on the long run, then you need a mathematic edge. That means strategies. Yeah. Just think about it a little bit. Okay. Then you know why. And you know, it's much more easier to make an analysis, to explain what you see. That's much more easier. And this is the reason why all brokers around the world are doing this. This is why they replace me by admirals. That's the real reason, because Theo makes an analysis. Theo is making analysis. Yeah, he doesn't trade. He doesn't trade. Not for real, because he's trading with a demo account. That's not for real, guys. That's not for real. Real trading means I have a live account, and I feel when I'm in a drawdown phase, and I feel when I'm in an up phase. Yeah, but this is the real reason why all brokers around the world just making analysis and just making explanations and explaining how an indicator is working. But no one is talking about real trading. Less people. I know a couple of guys, they make like, for example, live show on XM, for example. XM make a live show every day. They have a couple of traders, and just only 1 or 2 of them are trading with a live account. All of them, the rest, all of them are demo accounts. Guys, that's not trading. That's not trading. I can trade on a demo account too. Who cares? But if your own money is on it, yeah, then you are on the fire. Yeah, and then you have to feel different emotions. Yeah, so think about it. And it's much more easier to make an analysis than to make a trade, because if the trade is not working, then you have to explain your audience why it's not working. So that's much more difficult. Yeah. And then you're always in danger that people say, oh, Marcus cannot trade. He's a bad trader. He destroyed the account. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But that's a fact, guys. That's the reality. If you make too many mistakes, then your destroyed is done. And now you have to bring it back. So you see, can you realize, can you see that why people around in all traders, in all brokers are just making demo accounts and just making explanations and analysis? Why? Yeah, nobody is responsible, because they say, yeah, you could do this, you could do this, you could do this. Yeah, but that's not the way how we make money. Yeah, that's the point. Let's come to gold. Yeah, gold looks like we see a trend continuation here in the 3rd trend arm. There was, by the way, the, how should I say, the red decision also. So I have to wait for the next trend arm, and then we can go long. And euro dollar, we are in a long position right now. And now we see a final trend continuation. And yeah, I want to trail my stop loss into the profit to protect the trade, because now I'm in the 3rd trend arm, which means if the price is coming back, then I'm in a correction. I don't lose money and I can make a re-entry. Pound dollar, we expect the rate decision on Thursday. Be careful. Now we are in the 5th trend arm. Correction starts. And in the 5th trend arm, we should not open the trade anymore. Okay, that's my running trades. So I had a question here on Traders Yard, and Johan wanted to see cocoa in 4-hourly chart. And cocoa is a really interesting chance. So the first trading chance in cocoa was already there in the 2nd trend arm here. So now you are maybe in a trend continuation already. So you have 2 chances. You have the stop loss here below the last 0.3, for example. Then you have still an open trade in case you trailed your stop loss into profit. then you are out. And that means you can make here a re-entry, maybe here above this, but you're within the rules, everything is fine. Yeah, really great chance. If you trade cocoa and 4-hourly chart, then this is your chance right now. So if you feel the stress, does it mean I choose the wrong time frame and I have to take a higher time frame? Peter, yes, I would say so. This is what I train my people in my DowHow family. The moment you feel stress, you are really in danger to act in an emotional way. It's completely normal because that's the human part in trading, because stress is an emotion and stress comes from pressure. So where does the pressure come from? Yeah, from the charts. So for example, you have a normal job. I don't know what if you have a normal job or if you're in retirement or whatever, but the moment you cannot be focused on something else. So I give you an example. You are in your job and you know you are trading in 4-hourly chart, for example, and then you are in a meeting or you have to do something with your job where you get money from your manager, from your company. Then it's unfair to your company if you're not focused on your job you get money for. So, and if you check all the time, oh my gosh, at 11 o'clock, I have to go to the toilet, I have to check my phone about my trades, you know, then that means your mind is busy with your job and your trading. And your mind is not able, that is scientifically proven, your mind is not able to work with the same energy on two different construction places. It's not possible, which means one of them will suffer, one of them, even your job or your trading. And that means there comes pressure, and pressure leads to stress, and stress leads to much more emotions, and emotions leads to misdeeds. That means why I created this sentence, your emotions might never influence your technical part. So at the moment you feel stress is the moment you should realize that you should change something. You have two chances: reduce the list of the products you want to trade in lower time frames, or you go in a higher time frame, yeah, where you completely can control your emotions. If people want to tell you you have to turn off your emotions in trading, if someone is telling you this, then you know it's not a real trader, because a real trader knows we are humans. We have emotions. You cannot turn off your emotions. You are not a robot. There is no button you can turn off or turn on your emotions. Not what you can do is to control your emotions. How? How can you control your emotions? By logical thinking, because that's the interesting part. Every emotion is caused by a thought. And the thought comes from your 5 body senses: eyes, ears, taste, smell, and eyes, ears, nose, mouth, and tasting and feeling. Yes, here, feeling. That's the 5 body senses. And thus, those 5 body senses brings you the thoughts. Yeah, bring you the thoughts. And the thoughts, emotions. That's the way. So, and if you cut this way and it start with your thoughts from outside, then you can control your emotions with logical thinking. But the moment you feel stress is the moment you should realize something is going wrong here. So, Victoria, nice to meet you here on YouTube. Thank you very much. How can I control my patience? I would open a winning trade and after 84 hours, close it and still continues to that direction. Yeah, Victoria, this is what I try to explain. It starts with your thoughts. If you can control your thoughts, then you can control your patience. And patience is the emotion. It's just a pure emotion. Patience is an emotion. Yeah. And there you have to go deeper. This is all the stuff I explain in the online course. Yeah. You can grab on my homepage if you want. And we train this in my DowHow family every day. And but it's a way. It's not what you can learn from now to tomorrow. It's not possible. That's a training. It's a way. And the best is you have a mentor, you can lead you or you can support you on that way. But to give you a clear answer, how can you control your patience? About your thoughts. And, you know, there is much more to know how and so on. Yeah. Yes, higher time frame and reducing position size leads to less emotions, right? Yeah, of course. But for example, if you trade like me in just a couple of trades in Forex chart, then you know, okay, today there's nothing to do. Why should I open the trade? Why should I open the chart if I realize in the morning there is nothing to do? Not in the next 8 hours. So I can focus on something else. Or if you trade like me in daily chart, for example. So when do you check the charts? In the morning and in the evening, or maybe just in the morning or in the evening. So what do you do through the rest of the day? Nothing. You can focus on your charts because who cares what happens during the day? Yeah. And of course, if you reduce the position size, it leads to less stress, because the point is we don't think in percent, guys. And all the people around, all people always tell you how much you should invest. Yeah, 1%. Just this thought, just this quick thought. Do you think in your reality, in your human being part, do you think in percent or do you think in money? Just think about it. Do you think in percent or do you think in money? I know there are a couple of guys that say, yeah, I think in percent. Yeah, you can betray yourself if you want. Yeah, but you exactly know how much money is beyond the percent number. Yeah, so in real, you always have the money in your mind, and money makes you nervous, not the percent. Percent is just a number, 1, 2, 3. It's a neutral number. But if you add something like euro or pound or dollar or kilogram or something like this, then the emotions are there. Think it through. It's logic. It's really pure logic. So, and as long as you think in money, you are getting emotionally. That's the point. Okay. Oh my gosh, I explained too much today. Okay, quick through the rest of my charts. Aussie Swiss short, we explained in daily chart, by the way, it's going on. Canadian Swiss short, we talked about yesterday. It's running trade, daily chart. Canadian Japanese yen, oh my gosh, I love trend following. That's the rest of my running trades in 4-hourly chart. We are deep in profit, 400 pips. That's trade. That's patience, being patient. So crude oil, yeah, I'm in loss. I trailed my hard stop. And euro Australian dollar, we are a little bit in profit. We opened a trade I explained yesterday. And US dollar Japanese yen 4-hourly chart 560. Oh my gosh, I love dollar JPY. I love it, really. And you see that's trend following, and this is what you can learn in trading. It's so simple. And NASDAQ also in profit. Yeah, actually we are working on trend continuation. I trailed my hard stop into profit to protect the trade. So what's still on the watch list? Still pound Aussie in case the downtrend will continue here. Pound JPY, we are waiting for a return, for a turn, for a balanced candle, but actually it's pressure on British pound, or traders are buying JPY for the moment. Aussie Canadian dollar, we are waiting for a correction. Dollar Kiwi against US dollar, we are waiting for a correction. And US dollar, Canadian dollar, it starts. It starts already today. There was the balance candle yesterday, and I told you we are in the third trend arm. We have to open. So it comes here to the list of running trades. So, and Euro JPY, we are waiting for, oh, we have two trends, the long and the short. Next balance candle means short, whenever it comes. If not, then let's see what happens next, okay? So you see we have something on the list, and you see even we are trading daily charts, we have some trades to manage. So what you have to do for the rest of the day? Musa, relax, enjoy the sun, enjoy your family, enjoy whatever is around. Yeah, but guys, everything is much more important than this stupid fucking candles, because they are not living, but your husband is living, your wife is living, your kids is living, your job is living, your manager is living. You are the most important part here in trading. So take care for yourself, take care for your inner center, for your inner peace and freedom, and then you can control your emotions. Let me say thank you for listening to me again. It's me, Marcus, from DowHow Trading. I am looking forward to, if you grab some courses here below the video. Thank you for being here. We see each other tomorrow again. If everything is going well, I wish you a lovely day. Have courage and be kind. And may the force of the logic be with you. See ya tomorrow.